Okay, so picture this. You're designing a building, but instead of taking months, it's done in minutes. Or you're an investor and you can pinpoint those hidden opportunities with just a few clicks. That's the kind of power AI is bringing to real estate, and it's happening a lot faster than most people realize.
It really is amazing how fast it's all happening. And the thing is, we're not talking about some distant sci-fi scenario here. AI is already shaking things up in real estate right now. I mean, it's streamlining those complex property developments and even personalizing investment recommendations. It's a whole new ballgame.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what this Danish article we're diving into today is all about. It's fascinating to see how AI is impacting everything from how we determine property values to how we market properties.
Hmm.
So if you've ever wondered how AI could give you an advantage in the real estate world, well, you're in the right place.
When you really start digging into all this, the first thing that jumps out is the sheer volume of data the real estate industry is dealing with. It's like a tidal wave of information.
The tidal wave, huh? That's a pretty good way to put it. We're talking about market trends, property values, demographics. I mean, even things like neighborhood amenities or crime rates, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a huge challenge, but it's also an incredible opportunity.
Okay, so let's break down this data tidal wave a little bit. We've got all this information, but how does AI actually help us make sense of it all?
Well, that's where AI really shines. You see, AI thrives on data. It can analyze these massive data sets way faster than you or I ever could. And it can spot those subtle patterns and uncover hidden insights that we might completely miss.
So it's like having this super-powered research assistant working 24/7, sifting through all this information and highlighting what's important.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
But it's not just about speed. AI also brings this incredible level of accuracy and objectivity to the table.
Hmm.
And let's face it, we humans, we have our biases, we get tired, we might overlook crucial details. AI doesn't have those limitations. It sees the numbers, pure and simple.
I hadn't thought about it like that before, but that makes a lot of sense. So it seems like AI isn't really about replacing our expertise, but more about amplifying it, helping us make smarter decisions, right?
Exactly. It's not about robots taking over the real estate world, at least not yet anyway. It's about giving us tools that enhance our capabilities and free us up to focus on strategy, creativity, and those all-important relationships. AI can handle the heavy lifting, so we can focus on the bigger picture.
I remember reading about this real estate agent in Chicago, Justin Greenberg. Before using AI, he would spend hours crafting property descriptions, trying to make each one stand out and capture the attention of potential buyers.
Oh, yes. Justin's story is a great example of how AI is becoming accessible to everyone. It's not just for those big tech companies anymore. It's putting powerful tools in the hands of everyday people.
So he discovered ChatGPT, and it totally revolutionized his workflow. Suddenly, he could create these compelling property descriptions in minutes, which freed up so much of his time.
And the key here is that ChatGPT uses something called natural language processing. It can actually analyze and understand human language, generating text that's not only grammatically correct, but also engaging and persuasive.
It's like having a professional copywriter on speed dial.
Exactly.
And get this, he didn't stop there. He started using AI for video content, virtual tours. He even created a virtual version of himself for marketing. It's incredible what he's been able to
It
do.
is pretty amazing. It really highlights how AI can boost productivity and take client engagement to a whole new level. I mean, imagine offering personalized video tours for each client. That's the kind of thing AI makes possible.
So we've talked about marketing and property descriptions, but AI's impact goes way beyond that. Let's talk about investors for a second. How is AI changing the game for them?
One of the biggest benefits for investors is how AI can analyze these huge data sets to pinpoint those promising opportunities that would be nearly impossible to find manually. Let's say you're an investor who's looking to diversify your portfolio. Well, AI can scan through thousands of properties, taking into account market trends, economic indicators, even hyperlocal factors to identify the most potentially lucrative investments.
So instead of spending weeks doing research, investors can rely on AI to do all the heavy lifting and essentially provide a curated list of potential winners.
You got it. And AI can also sift through all that data, looking for the subtle signs that might indicate a property's future value. I'm talking about things like projected infrastructure developments, zoning changes, even the potential impact of climate change on a specific area. Even experienced investors might overlook these kinds of things.
Wow, that's impressive. But do you think there's a risk that investors might overlook those crucial, non-quantifiable factors? I'm talking about things like the character of the neighborhood, the sense of community, the overall quality of life. Can AI really capture those nuances?
That's a really important point, and it underscores why human judgment is still so crucial. AI can offer incredible insights, but it's not a substitute for understanding the human element of real estate. At the end of the day, investors still need to balance those data-driven insights with their own intuition and experience.
It seems like AI is a tool that can guide us, but we still need to be in control, making those final decisions based on all the factors, both quantifiable and intangible.
Absolutely. AI is a game changer, there's no doubt about it. But it's not a magic bullet. It's up to us to use it wisely and ethically.
Speaking of ethics, are there any downsides or risks to using AI in real estate that we should be aware of?
That's a crucial question, and it's one we need to be upfront about. AI is a powerful tool, but like any tool, it has to be used responsibly. One potential risk is over-reliance on technology. It's easy to think that AI can solve all our problems, but it's important to remember that it's a tool, not a replacement for our own expertise.
So we still need to use our own judgment, intuition, and experience to guide us, even when we're using AI. It's all about striking that balance.
Exactly. We need to understand the limits of AI and be aware of any potential biases that might exist in the data it's trained on. We need to use AI to enhance our decision-making, not just blindly follow its every suggestion.
That makes sense. So for those of us who are ready to embrace AI in real estate, what are some specific tools we can start exploring?
Well, this article mentions a few that are particularly interesting. Have you ever heard of Reimagine Home?
I have. It's that incredible tool that uses AI to design those stunning home interiors. It's like having an interior designer available to you 24/7.
Exactly. And then there's Zillow, which is using AI to provide those property valuations based on a whole range of data points.
Hmm.
It really takes a lot of the guesswork out of pricing your property or figuring out the value of a potential investment.
And for those who are searching for their dream home, Redfin is using AI to personalize property searches, recommending listings based on your preferences. It's like having a personal real estate agent who knows exactly what you're looking for.
And if you're a data-driven investor, you might want to check out Reonomy. It's a powerful platform that uses AI to analyze market data, identify investment opportunities, and even assess the potential risks.
Wow, it sounds like there's an AI tool for pretty much every aspect of the real estate journey. It's incredible how AI is transforming the industry from top to bottom.
And we're really just scratching the surface here. The world of AI is constantly evolving, and new tools and applications are popping up all the time. My advice is to jump in, explore the options, and find the tools that best meet your specific needs and goals.
It's definitely an exciting time to be involved in real estate. It feels like a whole new world of possibilities is opening up before our eyes.
It truly is. The potential is limitless. But we've covered a lot of ground here today. Maybe it's time to zoom out a little and think about the bigger picture. What does the future hold for AI in real estate?
That's a great question, and it's one we'll definitely be exploring further. We've been focused on what AI is doing right now, but what about those possibilities that are still on the horizon? Those are the really mind-boggling ones.
The possibilities really are mind-boggling. We've seen how AI can tackle that data tsunami, streamline tasks, and even boost creativity. But what about the bigger picture? How does this all connect to the future of real estate?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, this whole deep dive has been about those existing applications, but what about that stuff that's still on the horizon? What could that look like?
Well, for one thing, imagine AI predicting neighborhood trends with even greater accuracy than we see today. And I'm not just talking property values here. I'm talking about things like walkability scores, access to green spaces. AI could even predict the next trendy cafe district. That kind of insight would be incredibly valuable for developers, city planners, and of course for investors.
So AI could help us understand how neighborhoods evolve and maybe even help shape the future of urban development.
Exactly. And then on a smaller scale, think about optimizing energy use in buildings. I mean, we've already got those smart thermostats, right?
Uh,
But AI could take it to a whole new level. Imagine AI predicting occupancy patterns and adjusting lighting and temperature in real time, minimizing waste and maximizing efficiency.
yeah. Not only would that be good for the environment, but it would be good for your wallet too. Sustainable buildings are becoming more and more desirable, and AI could be the key to making them a reality on a much larger scale.
Right. Okay, now this next one is a little bit out there, but just hear me out. What if AI could actually help negotiate deals? Imagine an AI assistant that analyzes contracts, understands all that legal jargon, and proposes counteroffers based on real-time market data.
Hold on, are we talking about an AI lawyer here? That sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. But then again, I mean, if AI can write property descriptions and design buildings, maybe handling legal negotiations isn't that far off.
Well, it's definitely a possibility, and it raises some really interesting questions about the future of human negotiators, right? Would they become more like strategists, kind of overseeing the AI and making those final decisions?
It's almost like AI would become this powerful tool for collaboration rather than just automation. We'd be working alongside it, using it to our advantage, not being replaced by it.
Exactly. And that's something we need to keep in mind as we navigate this new landscape, right? AI is powerful, but ultimately, it's up to us to decide how we use it. We have the opportunity to shape its development and ensure that it benefits everyone, not just a select few.
So before we wrap up this deep dive, let's bring it back to our listener for a minute. What's standing out to you the most from all of this? Is it the incredible speed and efficiency that AI offers? Is it the potential for these amazing creative applications? Or maybe it's those big picture implications for the future of our cities and communities. What resonates the most with you?
Whatever it is, the key takeaway here is that AI isn't just some buzzword. It's a transformative force that's already changing the real estate industry as we know it.
And the big question is, how will you use this powerful technology to your advantage?
Will you embrace the potential of AI to streamline your work, uncover those hidden opportunities, or even design the buildings of the future? It's a powerful tool, and the choice is ultimately yours.
You know, it really feels like we've shifted from that old saying, location, 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 to algorithm, algorithm, algorithm. But all jokes aside, it's incredible to think about how much potential there is with AI in real estate and how quickly things are evolving.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder what the next big development in AI and real estate will be. It seems like there's always something new just around the corner.
Well, what are your thoughts on that? What do you think is next?
Well, one area that I'm really excited about is how AI can personalize the entire real estate experience. Imagine a world where as soon as you even start thinking about buying or selling a property, AI can step in and guide you through every single step, tailoring recommendations based on your specific needs and preferences.
Oh, wow. Like a personalized AI real estate assistant. That would be incredible.
Exactly. It could help you find properties, connect you with agents, maybe even help you navigate those tricky negotiations.
That would be a game changer for sure.
And think about property management too. What if we had AI-powered systems that could automate tasks like rent collection, maintenance requests, even tenant screening?
That would free up property owners to focus on the bigger picture, like improving their properties and building relationships with their tenants.
Right, exactly.
But I'm curious, what about the impact on jobs? I know a lot of people are concerned about AI taking over those roles.
Yeah, I think that's a valid concern. But we need to remember that AI isn't necessarily about replacing jobs altogether. It's more about changing the nature of work. I mean, as AI takes over those repetitive and time-consuming tasks, it actually opens up opportunities for people to focus on those higher-level skills, like problem-solving, strategic thinking, and relationship building.
So it's more about adaptation than replacement.
Exactly. It's about embracing these new technologies, finding ways to use them to our advantage, and upskilling ourselves to stay ahead of the curve.
And it's about recognizing the value that we as humans bring to the table. Things like empathy, creativity, and intuition. Those are uniquely human qualities that AI just can't replicate.
I completely agree. It's about finding that balance, working alongside AI to enhance our capabilities, and creating a more efficient and fair real estate industry for everyone.
Well said. So as we wrap up this deep dive, it's clear that we've been on quite a journey, haven't we? We've explored how AI is tackling that overwhelming amount of data, how it's streamlining those tedious tasks, and even how it's opening up these new avenues for creativity and innovation in the real estate world.
It really has been a fascinating journey. We've seen real-world examples of AI in action, talked about some of those potential risks and challenges, and even taken a glimpse into the future of AI in real estate.
And as we close out this episode, we want to leave you with one final thought. The real estate landscape is changing faster than ever before, and this evolution isn't something to be afraid of. It's a chance to embrace new possibilities, to explore those uncharted territories, and to shape the future of how we live, work, and interact with the spaces around us.
And remember, you're not just watching this evolution happen, you're a part of it. Whether you're a seasoned real estate professional, an aspiring investor, or just someone who's passionate about this field, you have the power to harness AI and help shape the future of real estate.
So keep learning, keep exploring, and keep asking those big questions. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI and real estate. Until next time, keep innovating.